So we're live. We're gonna probably keep it a little low key today because I'm like still like I slept a lot of the day yesterday, but I'm still like kind of tired.
Travel, man. It'll do that to you. Right? Well, we'll see. I don't know how. Oh, hold on. Ziggy, what time is it? Okay, so
Yeah.
people will start joining in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I gotta quickly do something from my last meeting, so I'm gonna quickly do that because I have a time limit.
Absolutely. Do it.
It won't take me long. I just gotta do it. Let me quickly do this a minute. Come on.
Okay.
What are you doing, stupid thing? Okay. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of keep it chill today because I'm just like, ugh,
Well,
yeah.
nothing wrong with keeping it chill.
But have you had a busy week?
Um, like I said, my dad is recovering from a successful hip replacement, so we have been a little bit busy with that, you know. I am very thankful that it was only blisteringly hot for a few days here.
Yeah, it was pretty hot here.
It was. It was like up here, it was in the Dallas Fort Worth area, it was like heat index of 107 some last week. So I'm super glad that it's not that anymore because I am not a fan of that.
Okay. Let me check to see if I have the waiting room. All right, nobody's in the waiting room yet. I'm sure people are just running late. I was running late today, so because I had that meeting.
Hopefully, people will come in soon.
Otherwise, I can get some more time back. Oh, here's Ernisha's note.
I'm like, dude, hey, Ernisha, you're awesome. Wherever you are, you're awesome. I really hope that someday we can see you because I don't know. I don't know. You
Um. All right. So let's see. I wonder if anybody's gonna show up today. If they don't, that's fine. I'd rather,
Okay, hold on. Let me.
It's 10:01. Y'all on YouTube, we're just getting started. We're kind of slow this morning. We're very slow. Here's David.
Hey, David. Hopefully it's going well over there on the West Coast.
Oh,
There he is.
there he is. But yeah, I gotta quick do something from my last meeting. We'll see how many people show up.
Yeah. Hey, David. We're just going to give it a couple of minutes to see who all comes today.
I have to quick do something and then we'll get started.
Good morning.
I had a meeting right before this, so oops.
I had that problem. Good morning.
What's up?
I had a meeting before this one.
Yeah, I think we kind of all did.
Would you say you're for some reason you're really quiet on my end?
I can fix that.
You're quiet, David, actually.
Okay, give me a second.
I just thought you'd want to know. It was like outside of the normal quiet range.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Better.
Famous words. Can you hear me now?
Yep, exactly.
So how's your week?
Not bad.
How's the weather out there on the West Coast?
It's cooled off a little bit, but it was in the 80s.
Dude, you don't know what I would give to have constant 80s, bro. It was 107 heat index in the Dallas-Fort Worth area last week, and I was not about it.
It's now about 70. It's supposed to be 75 today.
Oh my God. I'm so envious of you right now. I think it's going to be 95 here, something like that. Which, I will say, I don't want to complain too much. I'm thankful because for this time of the year in Texas, in early August, it could easily be 110. So I guess we'll take 95, but that doesn't mean I don't yearn for 75. Oh, gosh. That's a dream.
Yeah, we're going through a cooling period with the sun. It's gonna be coolest in 28.
In what?
In 28, it's supposed to be the coolest.
2028?
Yep.
I know nothing about sun cooling or warming periods. I'll just take your word for it. That's interesting.
I know only what I've been told or read, so.
I haven't really looked into it, actually. Honestly, I don't know anything. You know? Definitely haven't even looked into that. If true, though, then yeah, we got a couple years of cool weather, which I like, so.
Yeah, but the winter is going to be where it's most cooler, and that's not going to be fun.
I love a cold winter though. See, I lived in Finland for a couple years, so you're talking to someone who gets excited when it gets below 20. So I'm all about it. I love bundling up in the cold weather and like wearing warm clothes and like drinking hot chocolate or hot tea or hot whatever, and I don't even know, embracing my winter life. I'm all about it.
I do. I like it to a point, but I don't like traveling on ice and snow.
I will say the best thing about if you travel on ice, you got to have shoes with spikes in them. It makes a significant difference. If I don't have spikes in my shoes, I hate it too. If I have spikes, it's not that bad. And I will say also, public transit makes it better. You know, I mean, in Helsinki, I had spikes in my shoes, and then we had public transit, so I wasn't necessarily having to walk a huge distance all at once in it. You know.
All right, I am ready to go. I just finished up something I had to do for my last meeting. So should we just get started?
Yeah, I suppose so. And if nobody joins us, we don't have to go the entire time today,
Nope.
obviously.
Nope. So, how was y'all's week last week? I know Laurel, your dad had a hip replacement.
Sure did. He's doing well, but you know that's not exactly a low intensity thing, you know. But Dad's
Nope,
a
we got one
champ.
more coming in. All right, I'm gonna disable the waiting room. Because I don't want to deal with it, so that's what we're gonna do, y'all. All right, welcome, Alfredo.
Hey, Alfredo.
Um, y'all, we got a couple things that I'm gonna talk about later. I'm still working on the Learn to Code merch. We're still working on international shipping. Honestly, I've been pretty slammed at Techopolis, and haven't had time to just really sit down and dig into it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and um quickly disable the waiting room. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna quickly take a quick break. I gotta go to the restroom real fast, and so you guys can keep talking amongst yourselves, and I will be back shortly.
Sweet. How you doing, Alfredo?
I'm good, and you?
Doing good. It's been a little bit of a busy week, and we're all kind of tired, so we might not go the entire 2 hours, but we're just gonna see where today goes, and it's always interesting every Tuesday. We always find something interesting to talk about, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
David's here too, so hopefully you're not stuck in too much horrible summer heat. I know in Texas here last week it was 107, man, for the heat index. It was hot. But hopefully it's going good. Oh, gosh. I cannot stop yawning. Guys, I need to chug some coffee.
All right. So, sorry about that, y'all. I'm gonna go check chat. To see if anybody is joining us today. I do have one announcement to make. I believe Let's Talk AI is this week. So you guys can join me on ACB. I still have to check. Honestly, it's been such a busy week. I kind of check anything, but yeah. So I will quickly talk about what I've been doing at Techopolis. Because it's been kind of busy. And just see. Okay. I got a couple watching now, so let me see if we have any chats. Hey Alex, what's up? How do you get to speak? So if you email, do you have the Zoom link? Because if you have the Zoom link, you can come in. So if you don't, Laurel, are you here?
Who is it? Yeah, sorry. Who?
It's Alex Stone. Does he have the Zoom?
Oh my gosh, I think I don't know. Dude, okay, if you don't have the Zoom link and you need it, email me at laurelwheelerfoundation@gmail.com. LAURELWHEELER foundation@gmail.com, and I'll send it to you. I'll pull up
Yeah,
my email and
and
I'll look for it if you want
yeah,
to
let's
come in.
do that.
I don't know. The name's familiar. I'm sorry, Alex. I've slept since then. I'm sorry. I don't totally remember, but I have my email pulled up. If you need to email me, I will be
Hey
happy.
Melissa.
Send you a link. Hey, Melissa.
Good morning. I had to unmute myself. I apologize. You guys doing good?
Yep, a little tired. So we'll see. Um, we'll see how long we end up going today and how much there is to talk about. We always find interesting things to talk about, don't we? So,
Some,
Morning, Melissa.
somehow we do. Yes, good morning.
Long time no see.
Right. David and I just we we just got here close to the same time because we were in the same place.
there you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
we were in the same meeting, you know. So I told David he could come on if he needed to, but I guess he just
Hey.
I
wait.
I did. I
Oh, did
did.
you?
I
I
had
didn't
two
realize you
things.
did.
I had two things connected.
Oh, you did. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh
Yo.
Well, check
wow.
There you
you out.
go. That's it right there.
It's it
Shoot,
when
man.
two things go close together, it's a good way to transition from one to the
That's
other.
it. Like, I'll do that to my phone and computer sometimes.
It just depends, like, but I need to be able to focus during Bible study, so I don't do that with that particular thing that
Oh, sure.
we do in Bible study. I don't do, but any other thing, yeah, I can do two or three things at a time.
I mean, it all depends, but yeah, man, I'm not above signing into two meetings at once if I need to. Now, like, I haven't needed to in
I
a
have done it
while.
before too.
I've not needed to in a little while. I last did during the ACB and NFB conventions when I was trying to listen to more than one virtual component at a time.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I did plenty of
Yeah.
that. I had my Lady A device going, and I
Right.
had my phone or computer going, and it was wild, but I enjoyed it. So,
I had two
Mm-hmm.
computers over here, so I do one to the other. And
Yeah, I kind of do the same thing for different things. But yeah, so y'all, if I seem pretty tired. I just got home from Michigan yesterday to see my
Oh,
family.
okay. I understand.
So, it was really busy. Like we had so much going on and literally like, okay, we'd be home 15 minutes later, we'd be somewhere else. So,
Mm-hmm.
it was insanely busy and I slept for most of the day yesterday. However, I guess it wasn't enough. So I kind of woke up pretty tired, didn't want to wake up this morning. So anyway, that's a little bit about that. So if I seem a little tired, that's why. Because there's like feels like a ton of kids over there. Because my sisters have kids, and it's kind of a madhouse. So that is how that goes. And then getting to Michigan was kind of a disaster. So I get to go call the airline tomorrow. Probably do it tonight,
oh,
actually. But that was a disaster. So either way. I am just like, yeah, I'm glad to be home in Texas.
Amen.
Laurel, have you gotten any emails yet?
I don't got anything. I guess I should more properly say I don't have anything of major news. I can't I'm like every time we're on live stream, I think, okay, I got to speak properly here, you know.
So Hartgen is doing his part 3 of his AI
Oh,
stuff
sweet.
starting tomorrow. It says 4 sessions, but it is a paid thing too. So, and we found out on Saturday at our Bits, the mentoring hour, that if you're a Bits member, you can still take the AI stuff. You have to just sign into your account and pay for it, I suppose, right, Taylor? And then
Oh, dude, I was
Yeah,
not there. Yeah.
yeah.
okay,
Bits
so
prevent.
yeah, just pay for it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like literally probably in the middle
No,
of a
I know
pool.
you weren't there, but I
yeah.
just thought you might know. But yeah, David knows too.
Yeah,
So
David, yeah. I was in
Yeah,
the
um,
middle of the pool during mentoring hour.
I wish I was in the pool
I don't think
during
that's gonna stick for long, but it's Bits presents.
Oh, what?
the
Whoops.
Ritz presents the mentoring
Yeah,
hour.
that part's not gonna stay.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh, really? The mentoring
Oh,
hour?
whoops.
Well, mentoring is a long-term thing. Um, that
Oh, okay, I see. So you think it's just going to be Bits presents?
could be.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Good morning, Jeff. hmm Um, I just hear a lurk. But if anybody's watching on stream and you guys are enjoying what we're doing, I put the email in chat to watch us live on, or sorry, to participate on the Zoom. So that's that. Um, we made another app this week for Techopolis. It's called Perspective Voices.
Let's go.
And
Good job.
it's in test flight right now internally, so Michael has to review it. But it's gonna there's gonna be subscriptions. You can use OpenAI voices, and you can use Azure voices, and you can also for free use the system voices, and it will sync with your iCloud. And the first thing that I did it with was actually a board meeting from Bits. It was a transcript because I knew it was over a lot of characters. And I'm like, I'm just gonna throw this in here. But it's really cool. So I did that this week. That was my main project. We're trying to get that out. Perspective AT is going to be coming up shortly, but we have to wait for Apple to review our apps. We also have another app called Techopolis Media coming out where you can see all of our podcasts. So it's going to be coming out soon. We're just waiting for App Store Review to review it. Because we've got a lot of things. The radio app we're still working on, but that'll probably be a long term thing. But we've got a lot of things happening. So,
Mhm.
but yeah. So, have you done any coding this week, Melissa?
I have not. I've been really busy too.
Yeah.
It's been one of those real seems like every time I sit down to do something, I have to go do something different. So
Haven't we all been very busy this week?
yes, yes, for sure. But I think David did his Word, uh, HTML WordPress thing last night.
So, David, how did that go?
It was small. There was just a couple of people there, but we're John and Amanda and I are presenting on Thursdays, or they are presenting on Thursdays. I'm hosting the room, and it's gonna be. I think you guys said it was about the same time your event is. The Techopolis
Start,
is doing it.
yeah, starting in
Yes.
September. Yeah.
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 So, that reminds me, we have our Swift UI. I keep saying Swift UI basics. Good grief. Let me actually wake up. We have our Apple app development course. It's going to be 20 to 24 weeks long, and you'll learn everything you need to do to develop and distribute an Apple app for all the platforms. And we're starting that September 25th, so we have a date now.
There you go. That's my son's 12th birthday.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay. Happy birthday to him.
We did not plan that, but that's always cool.
Yeah, I think at that point I'm just going to focus on that class and not try to do a lot of other things because that's going to take some
That is going
concentration
to be
and
pretty
focus.
intense. And I'm going to warn y'all, like, so you're going to have to deal with me a lot, which who knows. We're going to have
Okay.
office. So that's another question I'm going to be posting in the class, probably tonight, whenever I have. I'm really behind. I didn't even do my Substack for this week because I was going to
Oh
do it
yeah,
Friday
that's right.
night.
You didn't. I didn't just now realize that.
Well, so remember I was in Michigan. I was gonna do it Friday night, and
Right, right.
well, that didn't happen because I was so tired. I went to bed at like 9:30, and then Saturday night, same kind of deal because we were so busy. So I'm gonna have to do that tonight, if I have enough energy. But it's gonna come out sometime, and it's gonna be pretty lengthy. Because I gotta talk about my horror story at the airport. I'm not gonna get into that here, but
Okay.
my sister made a TikTok, and it went slightly kind of nuts. So
Uh-oh.
yeah,
Okay, I can't wait to read your
I might. So
Substack.
what she did is she actually made a TikTok. It just has like text. So I might use Videscribe and upload it to my YouTube channel. Sorry,
Okay,
and have
cool.
Videscribe describe the text on the screen.
Okay.
Um. So anyway, I'll work on that. I've got a lot of stuff going on. Descript had an update and they made it less accessible, so that's fine. I got to sort that out.
Oh,
FYI,
joy.
y'all. I'm
Yes,
using
they
deep.
did. They made an update. Yes, indeed.
I hate when people do that. It's like, come on, man, it's 2025. Can we not just make.
Well,
Oh my
because
gosh.
they don't. They always want to be changing stuff, and
It's
usually
like,
It's
can we
not
not make
accessible.
it's
accessibility
not for our
checking?
good,
It's like, bro, can we not make accessibility checking a standard part of pushing
They
through
don't
app updates?
care.
Oh my God, it's 2025. I'm never gonna be not passionate about that.
So now it's more like you have to interact with this little chat bot thing,
And I'm fine
Taylor,
with that,
from
but it's
what
not
I'm seeing.
accessible.
And it's like, so I mean, I've been able to use it, but it's just like, why did you change it? It was working fine. But
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna make my own eventually.
that
Apparently,
sounds like a plan.
GPT-5 is coming out soon.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. So
Oh
might
my
be coming
God,
out
please.
today or tomorrow. I was like praying. I put a post on X and said, please, from Thursday to Monday, or said no, from Friday to Monday. Can we just pause AI updates because I'm gonna be on vacation? I don't know. That didn't work. But anyway, there was no GPT-5 yet. I think it's gonna come out today. I'm actively watching X and other places. But however, there's gonna be Claude Opus 4.1 potentially, and Gemini DeepThink. I think maybe potentially.
Wow.
But I gotta check my phone because I'm not sure if I have my Let's Talk AI call today. I better be prepared. I think honestly today I'm going to talk about AI news and things like that because I don't want to have a huge topic. I mean, I could talk about AI at the airport, but I don't feel like doing that. We're not going to do that after all the crazy airport drama I had this week. So um, let me look to see if I even had my call today. But anyway, I had a meeting at 9 and that's where we're at.
So Taylor, with the VidiScribe, do
Y-
you I know you have to have them like MP4s because I know I had some that were .mov and it would not, do, what it should do. It just kept giving me some weird error and I don't remember what it was. It was just a short video of the kids in the pool and my nephew was jumping off the diving board for the first time and I just wanted to see how it would work and it didn't.
Interesting.
So any tips would be
Oh my
appreciated.
gosh, I thought you could do MOV.
Well, I don't know. It didn't do right for some reason when I tried it, but that was a few weeks ago, and now I don't even remember what the error was.
I can't remember. I'll have to look. I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay.
I did not prepare for my call today, so.
Laurel, did you go somewhere too? Is that why you're tired?
My dad had a hip replacement last week. It went great.
Oh.
He's doing awesome. But so yay, Dad! Shout out to Dad.
Hmm.
But as with all those kinds of things, it's just we're trying to help him out, and me personally, I just am sleep. I'm just tired. I didn't sleep a ton last night, so and I got up. I was wide awake. I was not intending to awaken as early this morning as I did, and it was one of those things that once my body was awake by 6 o'clock, I just stayed there because I was wide awake, and I was like, you know what? I want to get up by 7 or 7:30 anyway. I'm either going to get up now and just make it a day, or if I allow myself to go back to sleep now, it's going to be like one of those heavy sleep time sleeps where I'm like going to sleep till noon. So I was like, I'm just going to get up. So, but I'm a little tired. I'm dragging a little bit, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm a little tired. I mean, I slept a lot yesterday. Luckily, it was easy to do that today, but it's like,
Well, no pressure here with us. We're just here in case you guys have something, or just to share whatever.
oh, I've got stuff. I just have to make sure I have my call today if I don't have my call. Honestly, I'm hoping I don't have my call today, but I
Oh,
probably do.
speaking of Descript, they're doing a webinar at 1 o'clock. Um,
Mm.
I registered for it the other day, but then I promptly deleted not the registration email that I got, but the one they sent where you could register. But if you go on their website, I think it has it on there too.
I,
But they have some kind of webinar today.
I don't have my call today. Yeah. Anyway,
It's at 1 o'clock our time,
okay.
Central time.
I will have to look at that.
Hmm.
So I might show you guys, so like I said, the Voices app. So it's gonna have like OpenAI as well as other voices, right? So you can use the system voices for free,
Sweet.
or if you want to use OpenAI and Azure, I think the first
Dude,
plan will
yes,
probably
please,
start
like,
$10.
show us this. I
Yeah,
want to
Okay,
show us that. That would be
do it.
great.
and
Do it.
this
I'm
is
gonna
like
mute myself. Do it.
this is much more mature than what the other apps I showed you were. This is gonna be in test flight. It's actually
Oh,
already in internal testing.
okay.
Let me get the right cable. If I can find it. We're gonna do, let's see. Might take me a minute. We're gonna, oops, trying to think here. So it's really cool. It's called Perspective Voices, and it can do Mac or, you know what? I might just show it on the Mac because I might just do that. And I'm gonna pick on bits. I'm gonna use a public board meeting transcript because, well, that's what I have available. So. But I'm going to show you guys what it's like. I'm going to use my Mac because I don't want to have to connect a cable. So let me get set up so I can show y'all. It's really cool, and it's in test flight right now for internal only. So it's really cool. And you don't have to pay, but if you pay, you can get the voices, the premium voices. It'll be an in-app purchase. Developer. All right, let me find it. I'm getting a call. Hold on 1 second. Love phone calls, not. Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Nope. Did you guys lose me?
No, we can hear you. Sorry.
Great. So I'm going to quickly run it. I'm going to run this on my Mac this time. But it's going to work on Mac and iOS. It's going to use iCloud. So I'll show you guys what it's like. It's really cool though. And I'm gonna run it real quick and then I will open up the I made this actually mostly on Wednesday when Michael wasn't in the office. So I actually used a product requirements document and I made it with Claude Code this time. So I'm liking Claude Code. All right. So let me share my screen. If it's too fast, let me know. Here we go. So I'm in Xcode. I'm just gonna hit run.
Zoom share dock the top button. Zoom workplace window back in chat. Command plus left right stove. Zoom stove perspective split group run.
Oh, please work, please work, please work.
Build
Yep.
succeeded system
There
dialog.
we go. Build succeeded. Okay. So it's gonna pull up. Like I said, really, really cool. And you guys are gonna. I'll show you guys how it works. I'm gonna pick on the board
Perspective voices
meeting.
is not responding. Desktop empty group.
It
Finder,
does have
desktop,
some
desktop
trouble with
empty group.
numbers. I will warn you guys of that right now, but I'm still working on that. All right.
Perspective voices. Perspective voices. Full screen button.
So welcome to Perspective Voices.
Perspective voices window. Documents list table. No selection.
So on the left we have documents.
Vertical splitter. Perspective voices main interface scroll area. And perspective voice new document heading perspective voices.
And then there's a new document, and then it can view right.
New document provider. System voice provider pop up button.
So system voice, that's the default provider.
Voice. Voice pop up button.
And then I can select the
Menu
voice
41
in
items.
here.
Albert. Bad news. Bells. Boing. Bubbles. Cellos. Daniel. Eddie. Flo. Fred. Good news. Grandpa. Jester.
I guess they're duplicated, I'm not sure why. But these are all of the system voices. Now I'm not
Closing
interested
menu.
in
Voice
that. I
playback
can
speed
do that
control.
anytime. Here's the playback speed.
Current speed. 1. Reset to normal speed button.
Reset to normal, right? It's already at normal by default.
1.0 times normal speed playback speed slider.
Okay, I can
And slider.
do
1.1 times normal speed.
1.1.
1.0 times normal speed.
I'm going to keep it at
Out of slider.
1.0.
Adjust playback speed preview button. Heading text content.
And let's say I want to preview this
Preview
voice.
button. Hide sidebar button.
Hello, this is how I sound. Perspective Voices transforms your text into natural speech.
That's boring.
Hide sidebar
Okay.
button. Documents. Select audio files. Radio button. Out of
let's
folder. Documents list table. No
say-
vertical splitter. Documents list
go to
table.
this
No select new
big board
document.
meeting.
13,231 characters.
It's a new document, 13,000 characters. Now, this is a transcript I picked from Bit's board meeting. I'm not going to read the whole thing of this because it's going to take like 15 minutes. But I'll show you what it will do.
Out of documents list table.
Okay, I'm interacting with this. This is a documents table.
Vertical splitter. Perspective voices main interface. And perspective new document. Heading perspective voices. New provider. System voice. Voice playback. Current speed reset and 1 point adjust playback preview.
Alright,
Heading
let's
text
see if
content.
this
13,200 text
Here we
content.
go.
Editor. Edit text. Insertion and end of presentations committee.
So this is the board meeting.
13,000 heading text content.
Right, so this is text content. I'm able to read it.
Preview button. Adjust playback speed 1.0 times normal
Let's
speed. Playback
say
speed slider.
I
Reset the normal
want-
current speed. Playback speed control. Voice pop up button.
Let's
Voice.
see.
System voice provider pop up menu 3 items check up and Microsoft Azure voice free for testing.
Azure.
Microsoft Azure voice free for testing.
So
Provider
it's
pop up
free
button.
for testing.
Voice. Jenny voice pop up button.
Let's do Jenny and I can preview.
Playback speed control current speed. 1 point reset the normal speed button.
I can reset. So
Current
let me
speed
do.
1.0 times normal text
I'll go
current
really
speed 1
fast.
point times.
Oops.
Out of text reset the normal speed current speed
Okay.
1.0 times normal speed. Playback speed control.
Let's see.
Current reset at
Playback
1.0
speed.
times normal speed and slider. 1.1.1.1.1.1.1.2.3 times normal out of slider.
Okay.
Adjust playback preview button.
Hello, this is how I sound. Perspective Voices transforms your text into natural speech.
So that's like really fast, but let's say I don't want that. I just want to go
Adjust playback
normal.
2.3 times reset the normal speed button.
Reset.
1.0 time adjust playback
And
speed from
then-
0.5x to 3x preview button.
Play it again.
Hello, this is how I sound. Perspective Voices transforms your text into natural speech.
That's boring, right? It's just a preview. But then let's say I want to export this board meeting, right? So then I can put anything in here. I just have this already by default. Again, I'm still working on numbers. They don't read the way I like, but I won't read this whole thing anyway because it's just going to be boring.
Heading text content 13,231 characters.
13,201 characters. And again, I can rename this to say Bits board meeting for whatever date, right? Or I could put in, for example, things that you want it to read for like Lower Wheeler Foundation or whatever.
Text content editor edit text insert carry audio button.
I can hit generate audio.
Generate audio dimmed button.
Then I can VO, right?
Share audio file button. Generate audio dimmed button.
And you notice that's dimmed.
Share audio 100% complete audio generation in progress. Processing chunk 404. 100% complete. 100 heading audio playback. Play audio button.
Is it generating?
Stop audio dimmed button. Stop audio dimmed. Play audio heading on 100. Share audio file. Generate audio dimmed. But text content editor edit text 13,231 characters.
Okay, it's not done. So it's gonna take a second. You'll know it's done. It'll say generation complete, right? And I'm still working on this whole thing because it's not quite ready yet for the Mac, but at least you guys can see the idea. So let me keep going.
Text content generate audio dimmed button. Share audio file but 100% complete audio generation in progress. Processing chunk 404. 100% complete. 100% progress indicator.
Right, it's still working on it.
Heading audio playback.
So it's gonna finish.
Play audio button.
So if I hit play audio,
Heading audio play audio button.
right, it's not gonna work because it's not done, right? So I'm gonna keep going left, and there is a progress bar, but I was mainly working on the iOS version at first because that is in test flight. Mac is coming
Stop
later.
audio dimmed button. Stop audio dimmed. Play audio button. Heading audio 100%. Share audio file. Generate audio dimmed. Text content editor edit text insertion and end of word. Committee.
So it'll take a minute, still generating the audio. But I like about this is that it will use iCloud. So it'll save all of your documents into your iCloud. And you can be able to use this for anything that you want to have it read, right? So if you want to read, I don't know, like a newspaper or something for your affiliate or something else, you can have this read. And this will work on Mac, iPhone, iPad, all the different things. Windows version eventually, but Windows is much harder to develop for, so that's not our priority.
13,200 heading text content 30 text content editor edit generate audio dimmed. Share audio file button. 100% complete audio generation in progress. Processing chunk 404. 100% complete. 100% progress indicator.
All right, so it's still working on it.
Share audio generate audio dimmed. Text content generate audio dimmed button.
So it's going to take a few seconds there. It does take a while because it's literally putting things together, and this is a big file. It's probably going to be about 14 minutes total. And this is really a good thing because it's easy to use. It's fully accessible. And once it's ready for external testing, you guys should be able to test it. So let's see.
Text generate audio dimmed button. Share audio file 100 heading audio playback. Play audio. Stop audio dimmed. Stop audio dimmed
All
button.
right, so it's still working. But in the menu bar, it's pretty bare. Right now, we don't have a whole lot of anything.
Play audio. Heading audio play 100%. Share audio file but generate audio dimmed button. Text content 30 heading text preview button. Adjust playback speed from 0.1.0 times normal speed. Playback
Wow,
speed
it's
slider.
still working. This normally does not take this long. It's probably because I'm watching it. But it will work. Like I said, it also works on, as much text. It will like chunk it so that way it won't, 4,000 characters, right, will not be a limitation. It will put it in chunks so it can process any amount of characters you want. It's like voices for Mac, but it can do a lot more stuff. And eventually I'll have it read like code and things out loud, which a lot of these cannot do.
Adjust play preview heading text 13 text content generate audio. Share audio file generate audio dimmed button. Share out 100% complete. Share audio file button.
Wow, this is really taking forever.
Desktop empty group.
All right.
The script. LN. Scope.
So I'm gonna
Perspective voices.
go-
Simple menu.
let's see.
Source editor edit text. Current Finder. Perspective voices. Perspective voices not responding.
Oh, not responding. Okay.
Perspective voices not responding.
Um,
Perspective voices.
so either way,
Perspective
let
scope.
me,
Perspective voices.
I'm gonna
Perspective voices.
figure out what's up with this. Hold on. It's probably taking
Perspective
forever.
voices not responding.
But either way, I mean, of course, I don't want to play this board meeting anyway, because that'd just be, on YouTube. But you guys can see the idea. I'll probably do more demos later on of other content, but this is what I have for now. So it does work very well. I just didn't want to play it, the board meeting on YouTube, just because I didn't want to do that. So that is the Perspective Voices app.
Scope.
Let
Scope.
me stop
Finder.
sharing
New
screen.
perspective voices is not responding. Zoom. Us. Parallels desktop. Windows 11. 1. Window. Title message. Title Windows
So
11. 1.
that
Title.
is that.
Scope. Scope.
How'd you guys like that?
Perspective voices. Finder. Zoom. Us. Zoom. Us. You are screen sharing.
I'm
You
still
are sharing sound. You are
screen
using
sharing
enhance the
stuff.
content of it. Stop share image. Stop share.
Okay, now you guys can talk without my screen reader getting in the way.
Is there a place, Taylor, where you can like type? Is there going to be a place where you can like dictate text into it or type text into it?
Yeah. So that text area, text editor, that's where you can do it. You can even review what text you have in there. I didn't want to go
Okay.
in there because I didn't have anything else good except for the bit stuff, and I didn't want to play the board meeting out loud.
Yeah. No, I understand. I was just
But-
making sure.
Yeah, and you can upload a document too.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
iOS version is still a lot better at this point than the Mac, but I wanted to show the Mac because that's what I had available.
Okay. Cool. When do you think it'll be when Apple get their stuff together and approve it?
So right now it's in test flight, so Michael's approving it. Once Michael approves it, we'll probably put it out for external testing, and then from there, we'll probably release it in a few months. I'm not sure exactly when. And
Okay.
then we'll have in-app purchases, so the app will be free to download, and then you can make in-app purchases.
Okay, sounds good. I like it though.
Yeah. So anything else you guys have about this or other topics? Because I'm just kind of trying to show off other things I have.
Dude, I'm stoked about that app. I'm stoked. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, there's so many people that use, audio, especially in our community that, there's not quite as many Braille users. There's a lot more audio users because people who lose their vision later in life, and they didn't, even if they learned Braille, they learned it slow, and they don't read as fast as somebody who learned it when they were
Yeah.
little, like me and
Well, I
Laurel.
learned Braille as well when I was like 3, man, but I'll
Yeah,
tell you,
yeah.
like, I still read Braille, obviously, at times, use case, like when I want to, like when it's gonna help me more.
Mm-hmm.
But I primarily, even though I am a fluent Braille reader, I primarily use auditory because I can process everything quite literally in massive chunks of info all at once, rather than like I can't read there even though I've read Braille since I was 3 and I read with both hands simultaneously, I can't. It's like, after a while your fingers get prickly, you know what I mean? Like I can't read as much Braille in a row, as many hours in a row as I can intake auditory, you know?
Yeah. But I know for coding though, for me, for some reason, it helps me to read it in Braille
Oh yeah, for sure.
because
Like
I can, you know,
for
visualize it better.
I would say coding or foreign languages if I'm doing
Yes.
multilingual work, or
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes if I just am tired of auditory processing and want a break, I'll switch to Braille, obviously, you know?
Yeah. Anything that I want to retain though, Braille is definitely better because audio, I can just like, I'll be off on another
Oh, sure.
track in my brain, it's like, and then I'm like, wait, what did that say? Hold on. So Braille is better if I want to retain something or visualize something, is easier. But stuff like this is great for, this voices app will be good for, transcribing and,
Like,
that'll be awesome.
you won't want to retain like treasures, reports, or board packets.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And if you did, Jeff always sends us a thing, a packet with all the stuff.
Right, but you don't want to retain that stuff. At least
No,
me, I
you
don't
don't.
want.
No, I don't. I don't either. But it's good for stuff like that, and it's good for if you want to make something accessible for your people who a lot of them read audio or they're more audio geared, then that would be good for people like that because then they wouldn't have to try to read it; they could just listen to it.
But yeah, I'm still working on it. But time, feedback will be appreciated once I actually get into external test flight. So
Mm-hmm. Is that the where you have to go to like sign up for beta stuff, test flight?
yeah, it's called test flight. Yep, developers will send out links or whatever, and you could just accept the beta.
Okay, gotcha. And this is all across Apple or iOS?
Oh Yeah, iOS, macOS, all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
But like for the beta software, no, it's in settings, but for app betas.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything else? It's kind of a slow morning today. We don't have a whole
Yeah.
lot.
I can't think of anything.
Me either. Honestly, we're just like, ugh. Like I had a meeting at 9. I'm like, I'm not ready for this meeting today.
Man, I can't blame you guys. I am tired. Although I will say, I looked it up and I'm seriously considering getting a Raspberry Pi kit with a computer for 100 and something bucks. And so be thinking about interesting stuff you want me to try during these, like, Tuesdays once I get
Okay.
one. Cause like I'll get one, but like I don't want to just get it and like tinker by myself. Like I'm interested in community. Like it would be fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I like posting the Google Classroom, Laurel.
I will, but I'm gonna probably get me, like a Raspberry Pi 500 or whatever, with the keyboard and all of that. I might get myself a small handheld, like I mentioned a few weeks ago, a little Latte Panda 3 Delta Windows machine too. But anyway, so guys, be thinking about interesting stuff you want me to try, and like in real time, if we want me to, I will try.
Yeah, I've set up Raspberry Pis with Linux. Like you can have servers on there.
Oh yeah, I know
And
you can. I'm just saying if we want to use it as a tool to like do some coding or some interesting things like to show people that it can be done and how, live, I'm more than happy to. I'm intending to get one, so just have it in your mind that we can use it
I will.
as a live demo toy and guinea pig situation,
I sure
I
will.
feel like sometimes the thing that really encourages people to take the leap from thinking about it to doing it is by, listening to someone else tinker with it and do it and understand that, like, it's really not intimidating and it's not hard. Like, it's doable. So, all I'm really saying is I am intending to get a unit, and so if you guys in this group want to design something and tinker with it a couple of Tuesdays, once it arrives, August or September or whatever, and do something with it so that we can show people like some real life application, I'm in. So I just wanted you guys to know. Think I'm gonna pull the trigger.
Well, we'll have to think of stuff we want you to do then.
I mean, we could even get AI to suggest us a little project.
Projects, there you go. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm happy to. All I'm saying is it would be fun probably to have a little collaborative effort and do something kind of like we did with that 3D printing. Those
Yeah, that was
keychains that one
fun.
day.
That
Oh
was
yeah.
fun.
So I think it could just be an interesting way to show, even if we have to do a bunch of trial and error and like learn on the fly, it would be good to show people like an example of what we can do with some coding and terminal and, like hands-on real life stuff. Like, not that we haven't been, but it's just another example.
Yeah.
So
It's just another resource and another
that's what I'm
tool.
saying. That's exactly it. That's what I'm saying.
Tool that
So
we can
I'm intending
use.
to get one. I'm also saying it publicly so I can be held accountable to actually follow through and get it. Well, I mean, it's not that I am gonna not do what I say I'm gonna do, but you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those, like, psychology says literally that you're more likely to do it if you tell people that you're doing it. So I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. That's what I got. Otherwise, I can't wait for GPT-5 to come out. I want to play with it.
Yeah, I really want to explore the agent thing more, but I haven't had chance
Hey,
this
should we
week.
play with that, Taylor? We could play with that.
We can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can
You
we
want to
do
play with
that?
that?
That would be
There's a
good.
bunch of
Hold
people that
on.
want
Let
to.
me get my. I need to do this on Windows.
That would be good.
Because I've heard a
I would
bunch of
like to
people
do that.
in our community online saying that they want to know what that's like. So
All right.
Since none of us have anything super pressing or on our minds, why don't we
Let's
play
go
with
ahead.
it?
I'm gonna record this. And I need to make myself a video editor. I swear I might do a project like that. Okay.
Let's play with, since like I said, since we have some time and not a lot else that we have on our minds, let's play with this Chat GPT agent thing and show people what it really is. Taylor, let's go.
Yeah. So this is a video
Fearless
we're gonna
leader?
be doing. Oh, sorry, Laurel.
I was just saying, fearless leader. Let's go.
Oh yeah, and by the way, this is being recorded, so we're doing a video for my YouTube about ChatGPT agent mode. Now this came out a couple weeks ago, but I honestly haven't had time to mess with it because I've been super busy. So I'm gonna go ahead and load up my configuration. We're gonna try a couple tasks, and it's gonna be really fun. So let me stop talking so fast. Okay, let me get things sorted out. So while I'm getting my situation sorted out with all my NVDA things like that. Do you guys on Zoom want to talk about what you're excited about and kind of set the scene for what you guys want to do?
You in regards to agent.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you can like do like spreadsheets and like automate a lot of tasks. So, I want to kind of see it in action. So
Zoom share over window. Zoom.
You have started screen share.
Voiceover off.
Okay, so for this section, I have my
ChatGPT, Google Chrome.
screen share on. And what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm on chatgpt.com. Now, a couple things to note about agent. There's a couple ways to use it. You could do /agent, or you can go to your tools and go to agent. Now, in terms of requests, you get 40 queries a month if you're on Plus or Teams, and 400 if you're on Pro. Pro is $200 a month. You also get access to additional credits that you can purchase. I'm not sure about the pricing on those though, because that has not been released to my knowledge. So let me go ahead and show you
Out of
guys
section heading level 1.
how
What
this
can I help with?
works.
Clickable out of section. Clickable menu button. Collapse submenu. Add photos and files.
I'm going to add photos and files.
Menu button. Collapse submenu. Choose tool.
Choose tool.
Menu. Agent mode. New radio menu item not checked. 1 of 7.
Agent mode new. Press enter.
Main landmark. Section multi-line editable. Describe a task.
Describe a task. So the first task I always start off with is to have it play chess because, that's always a fun one before we get into all the work related stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and have it play chess against a human opponent. So I'm going to say, please
E-E-A-S-E space.
play
P-L-A. Watt space.
chess
C-H-E. S-S space.
on
Space E-S-S dot C-O-M.
chess.com
Space
against
A-G-A-I-S. Space A
a
space
human.
H-U-M-A-N. Dot.
Press enter.
ChatGPT is generating a response.
Now you notice it will say ChatGPT is generating a response over and over and over again, even when it's
ChatGPT is still generating.
when it's going and playing the move. So I'm going to press up arrow to read what's going
Chat
on.
out of section button. Clickable live.
Again,
Slider 5. New tab.
I'm not sure.
ChatGPT is still the necessary actions or tasks. Loading before proceeding with further actions. The page is taking longer to load, possibly due to heavy scripts. I'll wait for it to finish. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Now it's very slow. I don't like it says ChatGPT is generating a response. It's
ChatGPT
very
is still
annoying.
generating a response. Slider
See,
8.
I have to almost get
Desktop
out of
list.
here
Google Chrome
so I can
424.
talk. So I have to get out of here so I can talk because it's trying to talk over me with a screen reader. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Chrome and I'll show you a piece of feedback I'd have for OpenAI in this instance is I know it's going to be generating, so stop telling me every 5 seconds. Instead, maybe tell me, I don't know, every like minute or so, hey, here's what's going on. Or actually be useful and say, the page is loaded. Starting a new game. Like be more specific based on the context, but don't say it's working on it over and over and over again. That gets really annoying really fast. Let me continue over here.
Play chess online. Google Chrome. Taylor.
So what do y'all think in Zoom? I'm going to keep going down and so you guys can see what's happening.
Clickable live. ChatGPT is still sliderchess.com.
Press up arrow.
Despite the potential network issue. Connect. I'll wait for the connection to be established as the match should eventually be found. ChatGPT. The search is still in progress and the message indicates that it's taking longer than usual to
Okay.
connect. Despite the potential network issue. ChatGPT is slider 47. Clickable live. Clickable section multi-line editable follow up.
Slider 47.
Out of section.
Okay.
Toggle
I'm
button not
pressing
press. Please
enter.
play chess heading level 5 you said.
I'm
Oh.
sorry, I'm pressing up arrow.
ChatGPT said heading sure I'll go to chess.q.
Here's the headings. So I'm pressing Shift H and then H So I pressed Shift H to see what
ChatGPT is still
happened.
generating
I
R.
went too far. I pressed H. And again, I keep getting interrupted.
Ready and left clickable button waiting for a button menu button unavailable collapsed submenu. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Waiting for opponent.
The game hasn't started yet and we may be waiting for an opponent or there's a connectivity issue. I will click the abort button. Slider 59. Clickable live. Clickable section multi-line editable follow-up.
See, it's clicking the
Out
abort
of section slider
button.
60. Chess.com. Proceeding. Attack the E5 pawn. I will click G1 and then F3 to make the move.
See, now it's actually making a
ChatGPT is
move.
still generating a response.
But you notice it keeps interrupting us to say ChatGPT is still working. It could be a lot more helpful. Do you guys
ChatGPT is
hear
still
that
generating a
on
response.
Zoom? And sorry if I
Yes.
keep talking over it. It's really
Yes.
hard to not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Yeah, so let me keep going up arrow to read this because it's not going to read it for me.
The action is performed correctly. From C2 to C3 on the chessboard, the exact coordinates of the move are calculated and I'll ensure ChatGPT is still generating a response.
See, it keeps doing that.
Slider 75.
Yes.
ChatGPT is still generating chess or instructions. I am waiting for a response and I'm ready to proceed once the user provides additional information. Clickable button menu button unavailable button waiting for response. Ready and let you know when it's time for you to confirm. Sure, I'll go to chess.com and set up a match for you against a human opponent. I'll get everything. Ready and let clickable button menu. The opponent retreated their bishop to D6 and now it's our turn. We'll move the pawn from D2 to D4. Slider 84.
Slider
ChatGPT is still generating a
84.
response.
I'm not sure what that does.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
And what it does is it opens up a virtual computer screen, y'all.
ChatGPT is still generating chess. Help open up the center of the game. I will click on C3 and then on D4 to make the move. Chess.com.
See, I'm reading.
ChatGPT is still
It's
generating a
really
response.
difficult though.
Slider 92.
Okay.
Chess.com. Black's turn to move and I'll wait for the next action. ChatGPT is still white move their pawn, capturing the piece on D4 as indicated by the notation 5.cxd4. Now it's Slider 96. ChatGPT is still generating a response. Chess.com. Taken until the user provides more guidance.
I keep pressing up down arrow to read. but it's
ChatGPT is
not
still
easy
generating this
to
move on the
use.
board. From D1 to C3. This move blocks the check while also helping develop our knight. I will click to mate. Slider 101. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
See, I get that slider again.
Chess.com. Black's move in the game. The knight move to C3, blocking the check, and the highlight indicates this. Now I'll wait for ChatGPT is still generating Black's move in the game.
See, it's
ChatGPT is still
playing,
generating a response.
right? It's playing against somebody. We'll see if it wins.
There are no pieces blocking the move. I will click the appropriate coordinates to execute this move. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
But you see how annoying that gets?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
ChatGPT is still generating for the next move from Black. The bishop was moved to C4, and the notation shows 7.dc4. Now it's Black's turn to move. I'll wait for the next move from Black. Slider 110.
Okay, 110. Okay. Okay. whatever.
ChatGPT is still generating chess.com. Progression needed for now. And perform the castling move on chess.com. The king from E1 to G1 and the rook will automatically move to F1. I will calculate the coordinates. ChatGPT and perform the castling move on chess.com.
Okay. So you see,
ChatGPT is still
every
generating a
time it
response.
does something, I have to press up arrow, then down arrow.
Move, and I am waiting for the next move. ChatGPT is chess.com. Move. The move 00 has been completed with the rook at F1 and king at G1. Now it's Black's turn to. Slider 120. ChatGPT is still generating a response. Chess.com. Accordingly, I am waiting for a response from the user. Once I receive further instructions, I will proceed. ChatGPT clickable button menu button unavailable. I am waiting accordingly. Chess.com.
See, I'm keep going. It's very slow.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
I'm not a fan of this. But
Corresponding coordinates to perform the move. Will help strengthen my position and prepare for further action on the E5. I click the ChatGPT is still corresponding coordinates to perform the move. Chess.com.
bless you.
Black's the rook has moved. Clickable button menu button. The rook has moved to E1, and now it's Black's turn to move. I'll wait for the next move from the
See, it's like I have to keep pressing up and down, up and down.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
And then worry about getting cut off by the ChatGPT generating a response.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Press up arrow.
Positional advantage. Coordinating the destination coordinates accordingly. This helps to harass the bishop and gain. ChatGPT is still to proceed with the game. White has moved pawn to a3, and now it's Black's turn to make a move. I'll wait for the Black move. To proceed. Slider 132.
I'm not sure what that slider does. It's really, really verbose.
ChatGPT is still generating a response. To proceed with the game. White has moved pawn to a3, and now it's Black's turn to make a move. I'll wait for the Black move. ChatGPT is still generating to proceed with the game.
Okay, so I kind of get what's going on, but I wish it'd be more
ChatGPT is still
helpful.
generating a response.
I wish it would say Black move to this, what, like, instead of doing the ChatGPT
ChatGPT
generating
is still generating a response.
Be more contextually aware, please.
Slider 130 chess.com. While creating an advantage on the board, ChatGPT or C7, but there is also our pawn at C5. I am awaiting the next move. Chess.com.
Okay, so I know I'm
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
right, and this is actually something a YouTuber did, and I'm doing this on purpose because there's a lot
ChatGPT
of
is still
moving
generating a
parts.
response. The action by clicking on the designated coordinates. G4. This will help limit Black's options and restrict their control over key squares. I will perform.
I like
ChatGPT is still
this.
the action by clicking on the designated coordinates.
I want to win.
Chess.com.
We'll see. We'll see if I win. But you know, it's
ChatGPT is still
playing
generating a response.
for me, right?
Proceeding. The game
So-
is in progress with the pawn move to H3. I'm waiting for Black's next move before proceeding with the game. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
And for those who cannot see it, there's a chessboard
ChatGPT
up,
is still generating a response.
and it has all the pieces on it.
ChatGPT coordinates to perform the capture. Open the D file, centralize our pawn, and strengthen our position. I will click the appropriate coordinates to perform the capture. ChatGPT is still generating. Slider 149.
Again, that slider, what is it doing?
ChatGPT is still
149.
generating a
It's
response.
like the value keeps increasing.
Chess.com. Move before proceeding further. The pawn has moved to c5 with the notation showing dxc5. Now I will wait for black to make there. ChatGPT is still generating a response. Slider 152.
And I'm going to show you this entire game after I'm
ChatGPT
done.
is still generating a response.
Whoa. Okay, no audio. You're not going to go crazy.
Chess.com. Coordinates to execute the move. ChatGPT is still generating a response. This strong move attack c7, c7, and f6, strengthening our control of the center. I will click the ChatGPT coordinates to execute the move.
I like this. I think I'm going to win, but I'm not sure.
ChatGPT is still generating a response. Chess.com. Coordinates to execute the move. Chess.com. 0. Coordinate this strong move attack c7, c7, and f6. H.
But see, I never know when they're done, so I have to keep pressing up arrow. And I'll talk about my feedback
ChatGPT
at
is still
the end of
generating a
this.
response.
And then we're going to do some actual work related, like we're going to make spreadsheets or we're going to make whatever.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
I want to do something fun first to get people's attention.
Game enter against a human. The last move was 14.nd5 with white, and now I will continue playing until the ChatGPT game enter. There is an outcome. I will reopen the existing session and proceed with the game.
Oh, what happened?
I'm resuming the ongoing chess game on chess.com where I previously started a match as a guest. ChatGPT clickable button menu button unavailable collapsed sub menu.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's resume
ChatGPT
the
is still
game.
I'm resuming against a human. Game chess.com. Slider 156.
So again, like what it
ChatGPT is still
has
generating a response.
is a computer, and I don't think that computer is available. Like, I'm sorry,
ChatGPT is
accessible.
chess.com attack. I will confirm details by reviewing the board to ensure the most accurate choice. Knight. We could also consider 15.dg5 or 15.e5 to target black's knight on f6 and open lines for. ChatGPT is still attack. I will confirm details by reviewing the board to ensure the most accurate choice.
And everybody
ChatGPT
should
is
have
still generating a
agent mode
response.
at this point.
Reading mode. Play chess online for free. 2-player chess.com. Slider 160. Play reading mode chess.com. Clear view of the pieces. Update the board orientation based on my analysis and use a larger screenshot if needed to get the exact placement of pawns, knights, rooks, and bishops based on row and column coordinates. I'm carefully analyzing the chessboard from a screenshot to confirm piece positions. I'll determine. Clickable button menu button unavailable. Collect button analyzing chessboard piece positions.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep going. I think it's almost
ChatGPT
done.
is still generating button. I'm carefully analyzing the chessboard from a screenshot to confirm piece positions. I'll determine the exact placement of pawns, knights, rooks, and bishops based on row and column coordinates. I'll ChatGPT slider 1 clickable live. Clickable section multi-line editable 0 out of slider 1 chess.com chat status. I'll check for any updates on black's move once more. Take further actions but will be ready to proceed once the time has elapsed. I will wait for 10 seconds to allow time for the opponent to respond. During this time I will not. ChatGPT is still space.
Oh, the opponent's not responding. Okay.
ChatGPT
Fine.
is still take further actions but will be ready to proceed once the time has elapsed. Chess.com.
So it says chess.com. I don't know why it
ChatGPT is
keeps
still generating a
repeating
response.
that. See, there's a lot of things that could be really great here if they were to take some time to
ChatGPT is
make
still
it
generating a response.
accessible.
I will wait for 10 seconds to allow time for the opponent to respond. During this time I will not. Clickable button menu button unavailable collapsed sub menu. ChatGPT is still generating a
Pressing
response.
up arrow.
Button waiting for opponent response. Ready and let you know when clickable button. I will wait for 10 seconds to take further action. Chess.com. Slider 176.
Okay, waiting for that 10 seconds to elapse.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Keep going, press up
Chess.com.
arrow.
356. And now it's black's turn to respond. ChatGPT is still the pawn was successfully moved to d5 as indicated by the move list showing x5. The time is 356. And now it's black's turn to respond. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Not sure where 356 came from.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Don't know.
Chess.com. 356. And clickable button menu button unavailable button analyzing move 17 options. ChatGPT is still ready and let you know when it's time for you to confirm. Sure, I'll go to chess.com and set up a match for you. Ready and clickable button analyzing move 17 options. ChatGPT is still generating a button menu button unavailable collapsed sub menu.
See, it's like saying, oh, I'm going to go to chess.com. Like, you already were there. So I
ChatGPT
don't
is still
know.
generating a response.
Some of this logic is like, why are you doing this?
I am analyzing the best move for white at move 17. There are several options like RB1, BG5, and ChatGPT BD2. RB1 seems promising as it would attack the black knight on D4 along the B file, but I need to examine the board carefully to ensure no pieces are blocking or defending the knight. ChatGPT is still chess.com. Slider 183.
See, it says chess.com.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
So, again, there's a lot of things that could be improved. I'm going to keep
ChatGPT
going,
is still generating
and
a
then we'll do
response.
some other stuff.
Examine the board carefully to ensure no pieces are blocking or defending the knight. Clickable button menu button unavailable button evaluating rook move RB1.
Evaluating move. We got an hour, so I'm
ChatGPT is
not
still
afraid
generating
to
a response.
go. You know, we'll go for a while. I want to show you guys how this works.
Ready and let you know when it's time for you to confirm. ChatGPT is still generating a clickable button move executed. Waiting for reply.
Move executed.
Button menu button unavailable collapsed sub menu. ChatGPT is still generating a response. Button move executed. Waiting for reply. Button the move RB1 has been executed and the rook is now on B1. Time for my side decreased to 251. ChatGPT is still now it's black's turn, so I'll wait for their reply. Chess.com. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
I'm hoping we'll win, but I'm not sure.
ChatGPT is still now it's black's turn, so I'll wait for their reply. Slider 191.
But see, I never know when they reply because it's not easy to
ChatGPT
use.
is still generating a response.
It just keeps doing that other thing, and it's really annoying. So let me go up arrow.
Chess.com. Move should be legal. I'll try the move again carefully, clicking from C1 to D2. ChatGPT is after checking the board and move list. It appears the bishop isn't blocked by any piece, and the move should chess.com. ChatGPT is still
Okay.
generating a response.
Keep going up. Maybe it moved.
Move should be legal. I'll try the move again carefully, clicking from C1 to D2. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Nope. Okay, down arrow.
Chess.com. Move should be legal. I will try the move again carefully. Clicking from C1 to D2. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Nope.
Anything blocking the move. Ensuring proper selection and attempt moving it to D2 again while investigating if there's chat anything blocked. Chess.com.
So it's like, okay, I don't even know if it's like completed.
ChatGPT
Right?
is still generating a response.
I want to finish this. I don't want to stop it, and I think it's almost ready to be done. But I'm gonna
ChatGPT is
keep
still
going.
generating a response.
So pressing up arrow again.
Squares up and one right to see if the move is possible. Other pieces, and now I'll attempt to move the bishop. I will click from C1 to E3, which is 2. ChatGPT is squares up and one right to see if the move is possible. Chess.com. Square other piece. I am test clickable button menu button. I am testing whether the bishop at C1 can move to E3. I've analyzed possible obstacles, including slider 204. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Okay.
Chess.com. Considering connectivity or misclicking issues that might be affecting actions, ChatGPT test by moving the knight from F3 to G5 to check if the system registers the move. While slider 2 clickable live.
Okay, so now it's having some
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
misclicking issues, and this is something that happens.
Slider 207. Chess.com. ChatGPT clickable button menu button unavailable button returning to chess game. Ready and let you know when it's time for you. Sure, I'll go to chess.com and ready and clickable button returning to chess game. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Returning to chess game. I don't know why I exited anyway.
Button menu button unavailable collapsed submenu. I've decided to move the pawn from D5 to D6, as it's a straightforward move that will maintain ChatGPT momentum. We have limited time, so I'll avoid further complications like the bishop issue and ChatGPT slider 215.
Oh, we don't want to waste time, do we? No. Right, so it said we have limited time.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Oh, now cool. Okay, let me continue going up.
Chess.com. Chat before proceeding further. Been updated yet, but I believe the move was accepted. I'll wait for the black player's response.
Okay, waiting for black.
Before proceeding further, ChatGPT is still generating chess.com.
So we are white player. That's what we are.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Okay.
Ensuring the interaction with the board. The pawn is still showing at D5 despite an attempt to move to D6, and the overlay is blocking. Chat interaction ensuring chess.com.
Uh-oh, now it's facing an issue.
Try to, but I must salvage clickable button menu button. I must salvage the situation as time is extremely low. The overlay might be capturing our moves, but I plan try to focus on strategic moves like 18.kg2 or 18.re2 to complete the game.
Oh, now it's going to try to
ChatGPT is still
complete
generating
the
a
game.
response.
You see how it's like, oh no, it's not working, right? So this is AI. It's not perfect.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
It's very slow, so I'm going to continue pressing up.
Quickly compared to other options to avoid timeout. I'm quickly moving the knight from F3 to G5. This move is easier to execute. ChatGPT quickly chess.com.
Okay, we'll see what actually does it.
Quickly to avoid timeout. Clickable button moving knight to G5 quickly. Button menu button unavailable collapsed submenu. Ready and let you know when it's time. Sure, I'll go to chess.com. Heading level 6 ChatGPT said.
Remember that said, sure, I'll go to chess.com. Like, why do you keep repeating that every so often? See, I don't know. This is...
Toggle button not pressed edit message. Toggle button not pressed toggle heading left. Sure, I'll go to chat ready and clickable button navigation landmark clickable chess.com. Graphic screenshot that button take over. I played a live game on chess.com as requested, but unfortunately the opponent won on time. If
Oh, the opponent won.
you'd like me to start a new game or take a different approach, just let me know.
Now, it says I can take over. Now, what that means is that I can take over the computer. And I'm going to do this because I want to show you how inaccessible or accessible this might be. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see.
I button take graphic
Here we
screenshot
go.
button take over.
Dude, this
Save
is
dialog.
interesting.
Cancel button cancel button I understand button cancel link learn more. Signing ChatGPT into websites can expose your data to malicious sites.
Now, I didn't like it brought me to a modal. First of all, I did not like it went all the way to the bottom. It says I understand. So what am I understanding, right? I don't like that. It should bring me all the way to the top by the close button. Little accessibility issue there. I don't like it. I would expect it would bring me all the way to the top to the close.
Cancel button. I understand button.
I understand.
Virtual browser dialog. Finish controlling button. Virtual browse button. Finish controlling. You're controlling the browser connecting. Busy indicate clickable. Banner landmark heading level 2 virtual browse clickable. You're controlling the button. Finish controlling button. Finish controlling.
Uh-oh.
No next heading. No next.
Well, guess what, people? I can't do anything. That's right. This is inaccessible. So let me show you why. So I'm going to press up arrow.
You're controlling the browser ChatGPT clickable.
I'm controlling the browser ChatGPT. Now I'm going to press insert R for NVDA OCR.
Recognizing result document chance to 000 value blank.
What do you
You're
notice?
controlling the browser ChatGPT clickable.
Well, it's not accessible. I have to literally use NVDA OCR. Oh, that's not cool, is it? No. So what we need to have OpenAI is a accessible browser. And I'm pretty sure they won't do this, right? Because it's not accessible. What I mean is it's not going to be accessible to them because they have to make it, accessible. They have to work on this to make it better. But I can't control it now. So if I need to control it, I can't. It's like an image. So a 0 out of 10 in accessibility score, people. So let me hit
You're
finish.
controlling the browser chat button. Finish controlling. ChatGPT is generating a
Okay.
clickable button. Collapsed open sidebar. Link skip to content.
So that was task 1. Now I want to.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Wait a minute, still trying to do something. Let me see.
Main landmark clickables out of heading level took control. Heading level 6 ChatGPT thinking. Clickable section multi-line
Thinking.
editable 0 out of section thinking. Heading level 6 ChatGPT thinking.
Now I want to go to a new
ChatGPT.
chat.
Tool blank.
Let's
C-A-T.
there we go.
Chat.com selected. ChatGPT.
Let's have a chat. So everybody on Zoom, I want you guys to weigh in now. So remember, y'all, I'm doing this video. This is a Laura Wheeler Learn to Code Tuesday, and we've got people on Zoom. So I'm showing you guys ChatGPT agent mode. And what are you guys thinking about this? I want your impressions. What do you guys think?
Mm.
You guys impressed or not, or what?
Well, I agree with you. I think it needs to be more contextually aware, what needs to be what the screen reader needs to say. So my thinking is I wonder if it would be possible, for coding people to write scripts for the various, like, say, NVDA and JAWS and Mac, for the different platforms that you would need to use this on or would want to use this on.
I don't know if scripting is possible because remember, this is a web. This is not an actual application. So I don't know how scripting can help here. Again, I'm not a scripter. But this is really almost like what you think of as this is like an image, right? So I use Perplexity Comet. I had to reinstall it because there's a new update. But actually, I'll talk about that later because I asked them feedback and they literally got back with me in 10 minutes and they fixed it the same day.
Oh, wow.
But that's a whole other discussion. We'll probably talk about that next week. But if you guys are interested on YouTube, I got a video about Perplexity Comet.
I'll go check it out.
Yes, please. So yeah, I would say that this is a lot of work needs to be desired. And honestly, I might just make this a Taylor's Teardowns. If you guys haven't heard of that, it's where I talk about different products, services, websites, all these things, and I review them. And I might just make this a Taylor's Teardowns episode. I wasn't planning on doing that, but I think I might. So I'm gonna do another task. Let's see what other people on Zoom want to do. Let me go to tools and
Ask
then
anything.
agent.
Clickable main landmark. Add photos and choose tool menu button. Collect sub menu. Agent mode. New radio menu item not checked 107.
Now the other question I have is I don't know how many agent queries I have left, so that's a little concerning, right? So I don't know if I have like all my 40, if I have 30, if I have none. Oh, none. But I don't know. So that's another question I am thinking about. How do I know? What would I like instead? Where it will say agent, and then it might say agent 40 left, or agent 30 queries, or agent, you have none queries. Or if I don't have any, it will say agent dimmed. And then it will say why you have no queries left.
Main landmark. Section multi-line editable. Describe a task.
All right. What do you guys want to do on Zoom? Melissa, you had an idea?
That was super interesting. I hadn't even thought about agent to try and play chess with, honestly.
Well, we're going to do one more example. This is going to be for productivity. So what do you want to do, Melissa? Or anybody?
Yeah, I hadn't thought of anything specific. Laurel?
Well, you said make a spreadsheet, but what do you make a spreadsheet about? Or do you want to make a PowerPoint? Or?
I don't know. I was just saying that was one of the things that it said that you could do is make
Yes,
PowerPoint
you can.
spreadsheets,
Well, how about this?
Or maybe, yeah, go ahead.
Well, we're going to be teaching that Swift UI class. Hint, hint, wink, wink. You guys might want to sign up for that.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can make some handouts for our class.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah, that'll work.
Let's go. All right. So we're gonna say U
Y-O-U space T-E-A-C-H space H-V-C-A-E T-T-E-A-C-H space
Swift
S-I-F-T-U-I space
and
A-N space
Apple
A-P-P space
app
A-P-P space D-E-V space W-E space H-A-A-H space E-W W-E space A-A-T-E space A space 2 5 4
24
space
week
W-E-K space C-L-A-S
class.
S space W
We
space
need
E-E-D space
handouts.
H-A-N-D-O-U-T-S space L-O-R dot space W
We
space A-L-L-O
also
space N-E-E space
code
C-O-D-E space
samples.
S-Q-M-M-U-S S-A-M-P-L-E-S dot space W-E space
We
N-E-E
need
space
3
space
weeks
W-E-E-K-S space I-N
in
space X-C-O-D-E space
code
7
7
space
weeks
W-E-E-K-S space I-N space
in
S-W-I-F-T space A-N-D space
and
T-A-E
the
space
rest
R-E-S-T space I-N space
in
S-W-I-F-U-I
UI.
dot space
The
T-A-E space
students
S-T-U-D-E-N-T-S space
should
S-A-O-U-L space
be
space
able
space O
to
space S U
submit
B M I T space A N
an
space A E
app
P space
when
double E N space D O
done
N E space I T A space
the
C L A
following.
S S dot space double E
We
space A E E D
need
space E A E
the
space A
handout
A N D O U T S I N space
in
double O
Word
R D space F O R A T
format.
dot space A L A O
Also,
O A S L A A space
can't type.
space A L S O space
Also
A
make
P space T A E M
them
space A C
accessible.
C E S S I B L E space O R space A L L dot space S
Some
T U D E E D U T S space dot
this is where prompting is really
dot
important.
space S O
Some
M
Yeah.
E space S T
students
U D E N T S space M A
may
Y space N E E D
need
space S C
screen
R E E R E A D E R space I N
instructions.
S T R U C T I O N S space space S dot space M O S T space A O W
However,
E V E R space A R E space
are
N
not
O T space B L I
blind.
N D dot space double E
We
space N E E
need
T O space A L S O
also
space M A K
make
space A S S
assignments
I G N N E N T S space A N D
and
space Q U E
quizzes.
E U Q Q U I Z E S dot space M A
Make
K E space A L L
all
space O F
of
space T A E S E
these
space H A
handouts
N D O E T S space N D
and
space A
at
T space T H E
the
space E N
end.
D space L E T
Let's
space M E space D O N L A D space A L
all.
dot
So yeah. So again, I'm gonna have quizzes, I'm gonna have code samples, and I'm gonna have regular handouts. And I want 24 weeks long. Let's see what it does. Oh, also
space A L S O space M A
make
K E space A I S
this
space O R space
for
A D
the
space N E
new
double space I O S
iOS
space 2 9 9
26.
7
Oops.
7 6
Ah,
6 2 6 blank space F
family
F A M I L Y space O F
of
space T R
products
D U C T S space L
like
O K E space X
X
C O D E space A N
and
D space I O S
iOS
space M A
Mac
C O S space A N D
and
space O P
others.
A E R S dot
Okay.
ChatGPT is generated.
So that's a long prompt, right? So we're going to try to make a whole bunch of course curriculum. Why? Because it's a
ChatGPT is
task
still generating a
that
response.
will make it go beyond what it knows how to do.
ChatGPT says, before I start creating your 24 weeks with UI and app development course handouts, I'd like to clarify a few points. 1. Star structure and content star. Can you confirm that you want approximately 3 weeks focused on Code, 7 weeks on Swift, and 14 weeks on Swift UI? 2. Star accessibility star. You mentioned screen reader instructions. Are there any specific accessibility guidelines or formats beyond screen reader support you'd like me to follow? 3. Star assignments and quizzes star. How many assignments and quizzes are you aiming for? Should each major topic, Code, Swift UI include both? 4. Star version star. You noted using the iOS 26 family. Can you confirm if the target devices/platforms include macOS, iOS, and possibly watchOS or tvOS? Let me know if these details are correct or if you'd like to make any adjustments, and I'll begin working on out of toggle button, not press D.
So you noticed it did some follow up, right? So I'm going to say
Clickable section multi-line.
yes
Y-E-S space. F-O-R space.
for 1.
1 space A-N
And
space A-L-S-O
also
space. Y-E-S
yes.
space A-N space A-E-N
then
space. I space double
I
A-N-T space.
want accessibility.
A-C-C-E-S S-I-B-I-L-I-E U space.
Oops.
Space U-Y. Y space F-O-R space L-I-N-D space A-N-D
And
space
other
O-T-A-E-R space.
disability.
D-I-S-A-B-I-L-I-T-I-E-S space
All
A-L-S-O space O-S-L-A
let's see. Sorry.
space
All
A-L-L space
handouts
H-A-N-D-O-P-S space
should
S-H-I-L-L-I-O-H-S A-O-U-L-T space
follow
F-O-L-L-O space W-C-A-G space
WCAG guidelines.
G-U-I-D-E-L-I-E-S dot.
Cool. Enter.
ChatGPT is generated.
So that's that. We'll see if that works. So we're gonna have
ChatGPT is still generating a
assignments.
response.
I'll have to put in that. I mean, we'll see what it comes back with. I did that on purpose to see what it will do.
ChatGPT is still generating a response. Out of set button disabilities. Button the user heading level 6 ChatGPT understood. I'll develop comprehensive WCAG compliant handouts covering approximately 3 weeks on ChatGPT Code, 7 weeks on Swift, and 14 weeks on Swift UI, targeting iOS 26 family, including macOS and any relevant platforms. Each section also ensures screen reader compatibility and accessibility for various disabilities. I'll get started on creating the materials and organize them.
I'm
Clickable
gonna
section.
say
ChatGPT space
we
N-E-E-D space
quiz
Q-U-I-Z-E-S space C-O-D-E
code
C-A-A-C-S-M-P-L-E chat space
code samples
A-N-D space
and assignments.
A-S-S-I-N-M-E-N-T-S O space Q Q-E-E-A-C-H double E-E-K dot space
Discover
C-O-V-E-R space A-L-S-O space A-I space
AI
A-N-D space
and
F-O-U
foundation
N-D-A-T-I-O-N
models.
M-O-D-D-E-S ChatGPT is out of heading toggle button, not heading blank. Heading level 6 ChatGPT said blank. Clickable section multi-line editable follow-up. ChatGPT is still out of heading
Cool.
level 6 ChatGPT said.
So I just
ChatGPT
submitted
is still generating a response.
that. Remember,
ChatGPT
it's
says
doing the same
ChatGPT
thing
is generating
again.
a response.
Kind of annoying, right? It just keeps repeating the same. ChatGPT is generating a response.
ChatGPT is still generating a response. ChatGPT is still generating a response. Toggle
Let's see
button.
what
Not we need
have.
quiz heading level 5. You said we need quizzes. Toggle button. Heading left understood. I'll incorporate quizzes, code samples, and assignments for each week and include ChatGPT material on AI and foundation models alongside Code, Swift, and Swift UI. I'll ensure that all ChatGPT's materials remain WCAG compliant and accessible. I'll continue gathering the necessary ChatGPT information and start creating the resources. Clickable button gathering key details from article. ChatGPT is button menu button unavailable collapsed submenu.
this is gonna take a bit. And the reason I'm doing this is that it could push it
ChatGPT is still generating a
beyond what
response.
it knows. So I don't know how well this is gonna
ChatGPT
do.
is still generating a response.
I've not
ChatGPT
tried
is
this
still generating a response. Button
this game
information and
really
start. These
hard.
materials remain WCAG compliant. Clickable button open in what's new in iOS 26. ChatGPT is button menu button unavailable. Collapsed submenu.
All right, I'm going to.
Desktop list.
There we go. Okay, I couldn't deal with that. So the reason I went to the desktop is because it kept reading ChatGPT generated response, ChatGPT, and at some point I'm just like, oh, this is driving me crazy. So it's actually opening up articles and trying to come up with materials. It's using a combination. So I'm sorry, ChatGPT agent is using Operator, which it used to have. It was like an old research preview that was very slow. And it's using deep research and other tools, and it combines to become agent. So agent, again, it opens up a virtual computer, and that's kind of how it works. It's very, very expensive for compute, right? But it also does a good job. It's just, it can be very slow and very costly to your queries potentially. Does anybody have any questions?
Mm. So hopefully it'll save you a lot of time and you'll just have to tweak your material instead of
Oh, I hope so.
that would be awesome.
We're gonna see
'Cause-
though. Let me
Yeah.
look
Course
at
materials
how.
preparation button. Information and start creating the resources. These materials are clickable button menu button unavailable. Collapse grouping unavailable. Out of grouping, I will proceed to open around 540 as per the instructions. I will make sure the correct content is ChatGPT is displayed. Search the web edit read only WWDC25. What's new in Swift UI 2025? ChatGPT is still generating a
That's
response.
interesting.
Link developer. What's new in Swift UI link developer. What's new in Swift link YouTube.
Okay.
Clickable section multi-line out of clickable live.
Wow. It's opening like a browser.
ChatGPT is still slider 67. Getting started with foundation reading mode. Getting sliders clickable live button. Clickable section multi-line editable follow-up. ChatGPT is
Ooh,
still
I don't
generating a
like
response.
that button. It just said button. That's helpful.
What
I
is
don't know
the
what that
live
does.
button in
ChatGPT
there,
is still generating
Taylor?
a out of section button.
You know what?
Clickable live.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? It's
ChatGPT is still
probably
generating a
showing
response.
the place that it's going.
Slider 87.
Oh, okay.
I don't know though, and I don't want
ChatGPT
to.
is still generating a response.
I don't want to mess with it. It says live.
Land. Chat agent %-lc pip install python docs q. ChatGPT is still generating a
What are
response.
you doing? Okay, so now it opened up a terminal. It installed a Python library.
ChatGPT is still generating a docs.version.
Okay, so I guess I can kind of
ChatGPT is
read
still
it.
generating a
What's on
chat
the
agent
screen.
%-lc pip install python docs q.
You hear that? It's like reading. It's doing like this Python thing.
Chat agent %-lc with pan doc group. Land. Chat agent %-lc office version. LibreOffice 25.2.3.2500 fill colon 2. ChatGPT is still generating a response. Land. Chat agent %-lc cat less HTML greater. Less head greater. Less meta less title greater test document less slash title greater less slash head greater. Less body greater. Chat less h1 greater test document less slash less p greater. This is a test dot less slash p greater.
This is fascinating. So it's like opening up different
ChatGPT is
things
still
on its
generating a response.
computer.
I see that.
This is interesting, y'all.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
This is why I did this the way that I did to see what it would do, because I had no idea.
ChatGPT is still generating a response. Less slash HTML greater. EF. Land. Number convert the docs. ChatGPT is still office headless convert the docs slash home slash OE slash share slash test dot HTML outdoor slash home slash OE slash LSL slash home slash land. ChatGPT is still generating an error. No export filter for slash home slash OE slash share slash test dot docs found. Aborting.
Oh.
Error. No export filter. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
So it's like converting something to docs.
RWRR1 OE shared 143R.
Yeah,
ChatGPT is still generating
land.
Chat agent %-lc office headless convert dot slash home slash OE slash share slash home slash OE LSL slash home slash OE slash convert slash home slash OE slash writer web page writer. RWRR1 OE RWRR1 land. Chat agent %-lc soft slash home slash OE LSL slash convert slash MS Word 2007 XML. RWRR1 OE shared 5655 OG 560 RWRR1 OE shared.
Y'all, I don't know what this is up to. This is fascinating. It's like reading a bunch of gibberish. What
ChatGPT is still generating RWRR1 land. Chat agent %.
Chat agent %.
Slider 104. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Okay, so it's in a terminal. I know that for sure. But the rest of it, I don't know. I guess it's trying to create a document so it knows how to do it when it. But this could work, folks.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
This would be awesome. I'm sure Michael
would be awesome. That would be great.
Because this could really help
ChatGPT is still
creating
generating a
courses
response.
and teaching content.
I'm thinking the same thing. That would be.
But I don't know what this is.
ChatGPT is still generating a chat agent
What is it
%.
doing?
Land. RWRR1 OE shared 8181 OG 516 24 test dot. ChatGPT is still land. Chat agent %. Slider 104. ChatGPT is still generating a response. Chat land. RWRR1 OE shared 8181 OG 516 24 test dot.
He's like
ChatGPT is still generating land. Chat agent %. Slider 104.
104.
Clickable live. ChatGPT is still generate button. Clickable section multi-line editable follow up.
That button's a follow-up button.
Chat out of section clickable
Let's
slider 1
see.
chat agent blank. RWRR1OEOE shared 8181 og 51624 test dot.
Yeah, I'm
ChatGPT
gonna
is still
probably
generating a
follow
response
up in
0.
just a second, but I don't know what it's
Blank.
doing, and I'm trying to figure it
Chat
out.
agent slider 104. Clickable live. ChatGPT button. Clickable section multi-line editable 0. Out of section clickable menu button collapsed submenu add photos and files. Button agent. ChatGPT button graphic disable agent. Menu button collapsed submenu sources.
Oh, agent, disable agent
Clickable button dictate
sources.
button. ChatGPT button send prompt. ChatGPT can make mistakes models. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Interesting.
ChatGPT
Okay, so
is still
pressing
generating
down
main
now.
landmark.
What is
Clickable
it
slider
doing?
104. Chat date blank. RWRR1OEOE shared 8181 og 51624 test dot. ChatGPT is still generating blank. Chat agent percent. Slider 104.
Okay, it's like not doing anything. So I'm gonna
Clickable section
follow
multi.
up and say
YOU space A R E space S
stuff.
T U C K dot space E L E A S
Please
space A
help.
E L P. ChatGPT space
Or no.
P L E space E E space C O
Continue.
N T I N E U U E N I T N O C C O N T I N U E.
Okay.
ChatGPT
I
is
don't know what it's
out of
doing.
heading toggle button not heading left blank.
I was like, you're stuck. You're doing the
ChatGPT is still
same
generating
old
a
thing
response.
you were doing a minute ago.
Heading left toggle button not heading level 6 ChatGPT said. Blank. Clickable section multi-line editable follow up. ChatGPT is still out of heading left toggle button not pressed at heading left blank.
So now we're out of that.
ChatGPT is still generating a heading left toggle button not heading blank. ChatGPT clickable section multi-line editable follow up. ChatGPT said.
Oh no, not bad audio.
Oh man.
Oh dear. Oh, it's
Out of
because
toggle
I
button
have,
clickable
you
section
know,
multi-line editable.
the
ChatGPT
CPU,
is still
like, it's
generating a
like,
response.
there's so much output, right? Because remember
ChatGPT
I
is still
have
generating a response. Out
parallels.
of heading left toggle but toggle
Yeah.
but 0 heading left blank. Clickable button stop after 7 minutes. Information and start creating the resource. These materials remain WCAG compliant material on it understood. I'll incorporate quizzes, code samples, and material. These material for clickable blank. Heading level 0 you are stuck. Toggle button not press toggle heading level continuing to create the handouts and associated materials. I will complete the remaining weeks in ChatGPT the script and proceed with converting the files to the proper format. ChatGPT thinking. Clickable button unavailable
There we
continuing
go.
patch for weeks. ChatGPT is still generating a
Okay.
response.
Sometimes it does that.
Button I will continue editing the script to generate the dictionary entries for weeks 1824. The focus is button on completing the remaining weeks in the patch and finalizing the script. ChatGPT is still button. ChatGPT is still clickable section multi-line editable follow up.
So it's making a
ChatGPT is still generating a
script
response.
and then like trying to.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
This is weird.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Like,
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
I don't know that I knew that
ChatGPT
it
is still
was gonna
generating a
do
out of
this.
section button on completing the remaining weeks in the patch and finalizing the script. ChatGPT button I will continue editing the script to generate clickable thinking. ChatGPT the script and proceed with converting the files to the proper format. Continuing to create the handouts and associated materials. I will complete the remaining weeks in. ChatGPT is still
complete the
script and
remaining
thinking.
weeks.
Clickable button I will continue editing the script to generate the dictionary entries for weeks 1824. The focus is button on completing the remaining weeks in the patch and finalizing the script. Button. Clickable section multi-line editable follow up. ChatGPT is still generating a response. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
You see, it's like just
ChatGPT is still
doing whatever it
button on
wants.
completing the remaining weeks in the button. Button I will continue editing the script to generate the dictionary entries for weeks 1824. The focus is ChatGPT is still generating a response.
So it's making a big script and then
ChatGPT is still
it's gonna
generating a
work
response.
that way.
Clickable but the script and proceed with converting the files to the proper format. ChatGPT is click button menu grouping unavailable. Out of grouping I will continue editing the script on completing terminal. Chat agent %-LC apply patch
We're
less
back
SEO.
to the
H.
terminal again. Yay.
ChatGPT is star up at a def generate handouts. ChatGPT is still
Oh.
title. Week 80 overview.
No, isn't that
ChatGPT is still generating a
fascinating?
response.
It's like a
Space.
big Python. What?
ChatGPT is still generating fetch and decode data from the web. This week covers using URL session with ChatGPT sync/await. Handling JSON and updating your user interface as data arrives. ChatGPT is still generating topics. Chat constructing URL decode error handling for network failures.
Isn't
ChatGPT
this
is still generating displaying remote
fascinating,
images with a sync image.
Mm-hmm.
Chat caching showing loading and error states in the UI. Plus number plus HTML content. ChatGPT privacy policy and age rating. ChatGPT clickable section multi-line out of clickable slider 13 developer plus for Q and week quiz. Plus F less lead greater less strong greater Q less slash strong greater Q question less BR greater less strong greater A less slash strong greater Q answer less slash lead greater. ChatGPT is still generating a
Wow.
response. ChatGPT is still generating a
very
response. ChatGPT is
shocked
still
it was
generating a
doing.
response. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
I would have never thought it was doing
ChatGPT is still
a
generating a
Python
response.
script.
Plus for plus number assemble HTML content plus HTML content equals HTML template dot format. ChatGPT is still plus title equals week title. Plus overview equals week overview. ChatGPT plus topics HTML equals topics HTML plus code file equals week code file. Plus code content equals week code content and LT dot replace plus assignment equals week assignment plus quiz HTML equals quiz HTML plus accessibility equals week accessibility plus number write HTML file ChatGPT plus HTML file name equals fweekends:02d dot h plus HTML path equals us dot path dot join base HTML file name ChatGPT is still plus with open HTML path W encoding equals at fate as f ChatGPT plus f dot write HTML content plus number return list of weeks for dumps plus return weeks plus ChatGPT plus if name equals main plus generate star if blank chat agent %/home/oe/total 9 drwxr drw clickable section out of clickable lot slider 13 ChatGPT developer dot blank rwxrwlrwxr blank chat agent %developer.apple.com ChatGPT slider 13 clickable live button ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Developer.apple.com again.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
So it's working on it. I just had
ChatGPT is still
bumped it
generating a
once
response.
because it was doing nothing but just sitting there.
ChatGPT is still generating a response. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
But is it gonna work?
Clickable slider for developer.chat agent percent land. RWX RWSRX1OEOE LRWX RW land. Chat developer.apple.com. ChatGPT slider 13.
13. Okay.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
I don't like those
ChatGPT is
slider
still generating a
numbers. I don't
response.
know what they do.
ChatGPT is still generating a response.
And if there's something I don't know what it does, it needs to be
ChatGPT is still
more
generating a
labeled.
response. Develop chat agent land. RWX RWSRX1OEOE shared 3954 Del 312101 placeholder like grayblock.png. ChatGPT is still
Nope,
generating
we're not doing bad audio, are we? Nope.
land. Chat agent percent. ChatGPT is still generating a response. ChatGPT is still generating a response. Developer.apple.com. Slider 13. ChatGPT is still clickable live.
See,
ChatGPT
it's
is
like
still generating button.
viewing stuff.
Clickable slider for develop chat agent land. RWX LRWX RWX
So I'm gonna go to
RWX1OEOE
the
shared 33 Del. Desktop list. Google.
desktop. So what do you guys think about this so far? Isn't this fascinating? Like I didn't think it'd make a Python script. Then it's gonna go to the terminal. Then it's gonna go read this, read that. Like I'm worried about how many queries I'm gonna have after this. But I mean, if it does, that's cool.
So how does the queries work? 'Cause you said you're worried about how many queries. So this is
Well,
not just going to be one query.
I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know how it works.
Oh,
If
okay.
anybody in the comments knows, let me know. I think it's one per agent task, but I don't know. Like,
Mm,
I don't think it is. I think it's just however many it takes. But the problem is I can't see how many I have left.
right,
Maybe
right.
I suppose I can go in my billing settings, but
I
we
started
need
to
to have an
say, I
easy
wonder if you
review.
have to go to your account, but it would be nice if they had it set up like what you were saying.
And I'm not gonna go in my account on
Right.
YouTube and watch
No,
everybody see
no.
my billing settings.
Right. Yeah, definitely not. But I mean, it
Especially
would be
because I'm on a
nice if
team
they would
account.
fix
Yeah.
it to where they could just see it. You know, you could see it when you went to agent mode. It would say so many credits left or something. Yeah.
And maybe for sighted people you can, but for us you can't.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe.
But either way, it needs to be accessible. So
Yes,
I'm
it
gonna check
does.
on our course content. Let's see what we
Course
have.
materials preparation. Google Chrome. Course materials prepare. RW land. Chat GP chat agent first developer.apple. Slider for clickable live button. Clickable section multi-line editable follow up.
I don't like that button there.
Chat GPT is still
I
generating a
guess it
response.
closes it, but I don't want to take a risk.
Right.
It's still doing what it was
Out of
doing
clickable
before.
lot slider 13. Developer chat agent percent land. RW LRWX RWXR. Chat GPT is still generating RW land. Chat agent percent.
Is it gonna work? I have no idea.
Chat GPT is still generating a
But I'm
response.
gonna let it go and see what it does.
He might still be doing this when we're done.
Chat GPT is
Well,
still generating a response.
if it is,
It's
I
going to take a
will
little while.
make a note and I'll say, hey,
Chat GPT is still
You
generating a
can tell
response.
us next week how it turned out.
Chat GPT is still generating a response. Chat GPT is still generating a response.
I'll probably run out of queries first, honestly. I don't know.
Chat GPT is still generating a response.
Because I can't see how many I have left.
Mhm.
As if I haven't
Chat
said that
GPT is
enough
still generating a
times.
response. Chat GPT is still generating a response. Chat GPT is still generating a response. Chat GPT is still generating a response. Chat GPT is still generating a
But
response.
it's still generating.
Land. RWX LRW slash LR RWX RWSRX1OEOE shared 2321 DRWX. Click out of section clickable menu button collect section out of section clickable lot slider 13. Developer chat agent percent. Chat GPT is still generating a response. Land. RWLRWX slash LRWX
I wish I knew what it was trying
Chat
to.
GPT is still generating a response.
Like I can kind of see the week, right?
Chat GPT is still generating a response.
I can kind of see what it's
Chat GPT is
doing.
still generating a response. Chat GPT is 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 still generating a response. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Yeah, so it's still working. I'm not even sure if it's
DR
gotten
RW
anywhere.
Lex RW DR total max slash home slash chat agent slash
It's
home
like trying to list
RW
things.
Lex DRW Lex LR slash slash local slash slides JSU LRW Lex RW bland.
Nope, we're not gonna do bad
H.
audio, are we? Nope, we're just gonna let. I think because sometimes I'm on the
ChatGPT is still generating
Parallels
a response.
and Zoom, and I probably have Xcode, so it's like, nope, we're not gonna do bad audio,
Bland.
are we?
Chat
Nope.
LRW Lex RW bland. Chat agent for total 92. DRW LR slash LRW Lex RW bland. Chat agent for developer.apple slider for clickable live. Slider 13.
See, it just keeps doing the same old
ChatGPT
thing.
is still generating a response.
And I don't even know if this is gonna finish, y'all, but you know what? It's worth a try. But there's
ChatGPT
also
is
that
still generating a
perplexity
response.
comment I do have access to, but I'll probably try that next week.
Developer chat agent percent. Bland. RWXRWSR bland. Chat developer.apple slider 13. Clickable live.
I'm gonna prompt it again because I'm not sure what it's trying to
ChatGPT is
do.
still generating a response.
It's not doing anything different, so I'm gonna
No next radio button.
say
Clickable
how.
section multi. H O space. A R space double E space V O M M chat O V C O M I N space P L E A S E space S T O P space S T A L L I N G. Chat
So how are we doing? Please stop stalling.
out of set heading level 6 ChatGPT set bland. Clickable section multi-line editable follow-up. ChatGPT is still generating a response. Out of set heading left toggle button not pressed edit message. ChatGPT toggle button not pressed. How are we coming? Please stop stalling. ChatGPT is still generating a response.
Yeah.
Toggle
okay.
toggle button not pressed heading level 6 ChatGPT set bland. ChatGPT
So
is
it's
still
gonna
generating a response.
think about things, and then
ChatGPT is still
it may
generating
not
a response.
finish stuff, but that's fine.
ChatGPT is still generating a response. 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 ChatGPT says.
So it's still working. I don't think it's gonna
Heading toggle
finish.
button not pressed edit message. Toggle button not power. Heading left toggle button heading power. We coming. Please stop stalling.
So is this a good product? Yes, but it's very slow. And would I recommend this for things like this? No. I mean, I'm gonna keep seeing what it can do. It has promise and potential, but I don't think it's there yet. Although,
Toggle heading toggle button not press copy. Toggle
let's see what's
toggle
happening
button
here.
menu button. Clickable section multi-line editable describe a
Because
task.
now it's just kind of
Out of menu toggle button not power heading level toggle button not toggle button not toggle button not clickable descript and proceed with converting of continuing to create the handouts heading level 6 ChatGPT said continuing to
Okay.
create the handouts and associated materials. I will complete the remaining weeks in the script and proceed with converting the files to the proper format. Clickable button stop toggle button not press copy. Clickable button stop after 10 minutes.
So it just keeps getting confused. So, that's a little bit about that. I don't know if I should continue because I don't want to waste all my credits.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a little bit about agent mode. The successes and the failures.
Toggle button not toggle heading level 5 How are we coming? Please toggle heading left toggle button not press share menu button clickables out of section clickable menu button collapse sub menu add photos and button age button grab menu but clickable button start voice mode chat GPT its models T.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing, but hopefully this was a good introduction to the agent mode. Did you guys like it?
Yeah, that was cool. That was interesting.
It was. It may not have finished, but that's okay.
Mm-mm. I was trying to get ChatGPT to tell me what actually um, invokes a credit so that we would know how much you're using, but so far it's not being very responsive over here.
How-
No.
How extensively can you format a document with that?
Can you?
Like, I mean, obviously it can create a document and all of that we see, but like, how extensively could you format one?
Well, I put a lot of requirements and it didn't do it. So
Because, like, the only thing I'm thinking is, like, I'm not even trying to be critical. This is just my raw organic thought. Like, you know, I have no usable site. So if I were going to use Agent or something someday to format or to make me a document, I'd also have to be able to format it entirely with AI. You know what I mean?
I get it.
So I was just, I don't know. That's all I'm thinking is I'm like, I wonder. You did put a lot of stuff in there and it was struggling. So it makes me wonder, like, how
Maybe I should have put less
extensively.
in there, but look, the point is to test it and stress test it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you shouldn't put less in because in the real world, you just should put in what you'd want, right? Like, organically, see if it can handle it or not, you know? But it's interesting, and I think, like, even if this version maybe is underwhelming, I bet you in a couple of versions it'll be great. You know what I mean? I mean, as with any of these AI tools, version 3 or 4 is never anywhere near version 1, you know? I wonder how it does at helping explore and navigate inaccessible websites.
That's where perplexity comment comes in. This does not do that great, honestly, because
No? One can hope, though, right?
one can hope.
Maybe someday. Those are my thoughts.
So it says that just whenever you actually prompt it to do something, you only use one query, one agent
Interesting.
query. That's what I just asked it, and that's what it's saying. So you shouldn't have used, but maybe, 2 or 3 because you prompted it a couple times, but you shouldn't have used that many. Not according to what this is saying.
Well, we'll see how accurate that is.
Yeah. And it says, I want to see how you find out how many you have left. Just so we know if I can find it. There's no visible you can track it manually. I already know that. I guess it says it will warn you when you're getting close to your limit. It'll give you a warning like you're approaching your monthly limit.
Very helpful.
Yeah, so they could do a lot. Or you could, it says, ask ChatGPT, how many agent queries do I have left? This
Yes.
doesn't always work, but
Well,
it's inconsistent, it says. So there you go. But it's not built into the UI, which is kind of weird. I would think it would be. You would think they would make that part of the user interface. It's so you can ask and maybe it'll tell you and maybe it won't.
It should, though. That would be really, like, helpful if it would, you know?
It would. That would be cool if they're
Like,
not
I
going to
don't
give
know about
us
you, but if I'm going to pay and only get a certain amount of credits per month, I want to know exactly how they're being used, and that way I can make the most out of it, you know? Like,
that's
not
why I was looking that stuff up so we would know,
exactly.
hmm
Now, so I could be wrong, but from what I know about, like, normal GPT, okay, because, like, I'll put it this way. In normal GPT, I've absolutely maxed out 128,000 token conversation. I have. And I've done it many times, so, which is stupid big because it's like 90,000 words. But what I know about it is, like, the tokens are not exactly one query to one token. It really depends on like, are you just inputting something and getting something basic back in text format? Or are you
Right.
asking it to do some heavy lifting on something? I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how to explain it very well, but like creating things or images or like heavy Google searching or like whatever is going to take more tokens than straight plain text formatting responses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like straight up, if you just have it plain text, feeds you back stuff.
Yeah.
So I would think, I would be inclined to guess, and you know, I'm not doubting what you read or anything, this is my instinct.
Mm-hmm.
I would guess that agent would be similar in that, like, the more task heavy of a thing you're wanting from it, the more tokens it's going to take, I would assume.
Mm.
I could be wrong. But based on what I understand of like normal GPT, that's how it goes.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
interesting now.
It is interesting. I didn't use Agent, but I used Chat GPT to create a map this morning.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Did it do it well?
yeah, the people who could see it in our Zoom said, yeah,
Oh,
they
dude,
could.
that's
Hmm.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hmm.
That's epic.
Yeah, I like to do stuff like that with it. And like, AI is good for, if you need to create an image for a social media post and
Oh
things like
man,
that. I like to use it
that
for
stuff's
stuff like
fun.
that
I
too.
always just like am like curious, like whenever you want a map or some real world thing that you're
Hmm.
making, whether
Yeah.
it's accurate, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. And it's always good to check, but the people that saw it said, yeah, so um, they were they were pleased. I mean, I didn't tell them I got it from Chat GPT, but I just, so here's a map of where the 12 spies went when they went to explore the land.
Hey, there you go. There you go. That's really cool though. Like if you think about it, whether or not you're, doing Bible study or if you're reading any kind of a historically based, well, not based, any kind of history is what I'm really trying to say. Whether it's
Mhm.
ancient, biblical history, or whether it's something from a couple hundred years ago, it's really cool to think that you could get GPT to give you a map of like where that would be current day.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I like it for visual things that I wouldn't otherwise know how to do, because I interact with, you know, a lot of sighted colleagues and friends. So, for me, that's really helpful. To be able to do stuff like that independently to me is awesome. And we wore Taylor out now.
No, I just had to do something real quick. I had to do something real fast.
Oh, you're fine. I was just teasing.
I had to figure something out real quick. I had to do two-factor authentication for something that was driving me absolutely nuts. Driving
It's
me nuts.
interesting though. I want to put it through its paces too and see how it does. So I don't have 400 things a month, but I have 40, so I'm good with that. I don't think I need the $200 plan yet.
I know, right? Like in a pipe dream somewhere far, far away, I would get like the heavy subscriptions to not just GPT, but like Grog and like
Hmm.
I don't know the other ones, you know.
Right, right. But it's like,
And
man.
like okay, so right now I'm subscribed to GPT and I'm subscribed to Grog, like
Yeah.
the basic subscriptions, because I find that they're helpful for different things. And
Hmm.
everybody's got their favorites. Those just happen to be the two I enjoy using the most. So
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Right now, I'm only paying for Chat GPT. I haven't gotten any paid subscriptions for any of the others.
Yeah, I might consider some of the others someday. It's just sheer like, it's cool sometimes to spend like $20 and try one and then cancel it and try another or whatever. And I've
Hmm.
just found that over a period of time, I stick with these two typically, But
Yeah. Hmm.
I think they're all great. I definitely recommend people explore them and pick one or two as a paid thing if you can. But yeah, man, if I won the lottery, I'd subscribe to several heavy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's good that they still have free, so you can try things out, a
Oh
free,
yeah. Well,
tier.
you can do
So
a
that,
heck of a lot with just the free stuff. I
right.
I just paid because I know how heavy of a user of that I am, and I didn't
Hmm.
want to, like for certain use cases, and I didn't want to be limited based on like only a certain amount of chats per hour or per 3 hours or per whatever.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
I mean, I try not to just use it, all day every day. I don't want to get addicted to it. But at the same time, when I'm doing something with a AI, I'm usually wanting to like. I'm not really the kind of person that wants to start a task, have to pause it because I ran out of chats, and
Hmm.
then pick it up
Yeah.
3 hours later or an hour later or whatever. I kind of want to
Same.
sit down and go start to finish all in one go.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
So you said you do some really heavy um chats with yours. What are some of the things you use yours for?
Oh, I mean, I obviously use mine sometimes when I'm doing foundation work and stuff. The
Hmm.
heaviest, though, is probably in creative writing or in simulated game worlds, which I know that sounds nuts, but like think like if you ever wanted to play The Sims, but you can't because it's not accessible, think about like text-based world sims or whatever, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I'll find a scenario or whatever, and there's some games out there that are AI powered that do that too, but anyway, it's mostly for like expressing my own creativity and stuff,
Yeah.
or like if I want to deep or I guess, it's that or if I want to deep dive into a topic, so for example, I'm working to become a ham radio operator, and
Yeah.
so I'm learning
Yeah.
about antennas and dipoles and like, stuff that's not really relevant to what we're doing right here.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I might deep dive hardcore and, that might go for an hour or two as I am using AI to help me learn and explore different principles and different things and different, you know, pieces of equipment or technology or whatever. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yep. Hmm.
So it might be used for heavy deep diving for me on a topic that I'm wanting to learn about, or but I would say probably my heaviest use cases are whenever I'm doing creative writing, I'll do it with AI. Now, I know what people say about like AI generated writing and like, you know, I'm not publishing anything I write, with it. I'm
Hmm.
just I'm doing it for my own enjoyment and because it unleashes my own creativity.
Yes.
And if I ever do publish anything that I use AI to write, it would be like, maybe AI does the. What I find in creative writing that I love about AI is it can do the heavy lifting as far as like scene descriptions and
Yes.
visuals that I can't ever fill in. So if I
Yeah.
ever do publish anything that's going to be AI written, it's going to be AI helped me build the framework and I obviously edit it and make it my own. But like,
Uh-huh.
but yeah,
And you,
I appreciate creative writing, not in a Word document and then like querying AI, but like I will do my creative writing inside a conversation, like inside,
gotcha. Okay.
so
I
that it's
see.
directly, so that like I can write, if I'm writing about something or a scene or a story or whatever, I will write it within the AI and prompt it to respond to me in such a way that will power the story forward and or describe further the the scene or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yes. And
So,
Amazon will let you, as long as you've, you know, physically edited your book, they will let
well, right.
you,
Well, and I'm not
yeah.
gonna just like. There's too many AI published books out there that are like slapped
Yeah.
together and then published.
Yep.
I'm not
Yep.
gonna
Yep.
ever do that.
And you can tell it too because they don't,
I
edit
know.
them, but
I know.
no, I know you wouldn't.
No,
And
I would never advise that. Like if you now like if you want to use AI to help you, because like I struggle with like long form writing, book writing. Like I don't always know exactly how to write a good story arc or like get it all out of my head and onto paper. So that's what I love doing AI with, and like the heavy lifting, and it helps me develop story ideas. And so if I ever publish someday, I'll absolutely use AI to help me, but I won't.
yeah,
But yeah,
I use it for creative writing too. So, and
it's fun.
deep research and, things like that. So, I mean, I get it, because sometimes you just need a starting point sometimes, or you're stuck on how to describe a
Yeah, man.
scene, or,
That's exactly
so
it.
yeah, and they do actually do pretty well.
It's fun. So
It's fun. Yeah, it is fun.
well, I know it's 11:57. Does anyone else have anything? We have 3 minutes left, or maybe even two. Two.
Hey, this is Francis.
Yeah.
Real quickly, I just discovered y'all's Zoom on stuff on YouTube,
Yeah.
and I finally found a link to where I could get on your program, but I forgot the last 2 weeks, so I'll try to get on there more often this time. So
Hey, well, welcome, man. Seriously, welcome. Every Tuesday from 10 to noon Central Time, we're doing it. So
right,
come
and
join anytime.
do you all do like programming for like HTML?
Oh, we could talk about that.
We can
Yeah.
do
If you got
anything.
questions, we got answers. Oh, yeah. It started out as a group of us that were getting together and learning FreeCodeCamp tutorials together.
Mm-hmm.
And FreeCodeCamp, when they came out with their new curriculum, it's a lot more interactive. And anyway, we've branched off into, as you can tell, a ton of different directions. But
Right.
absolutely, man, if you've got HTML or programming or like, I don't know, like CSS or other types of questions, lay it on us, because
Right.
Taylor, that's her job. Like,
Yeah, I used to do some of that stuff, and I fell away from it, and I'm trying to get back into it. So,
well, yeah, man, we absolutely have your back. That's what we're here for, 100%.
all right, sounds good. So, I guess next time I'll try to get on there and see where I can go to get resources to help me get going again.
Yeah, 100%. Come up here next Tuesday, and it's the same link every week. So if you've got the link once, you'll have it. You've got it always.
Okay.
Come up here, and we'll help you out next Tuesday.
All right, sounds good.
We got you.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, if nobody
Great
has
session.
anything else, do you guys have anything else?
Nope.
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 No,
don't.
great session.
Awesome. Well, see everybody next Tuesday. Same
Mhm.
time, same place. If you've got the Zoom link once, you got it always. If you registered for it and can't find it again for some reason, email me at Laurel, Laurel, like the tree, Wheeler Foundation, Wheeler like an 18-wheeler, so Laurel Wheeler Foundation at gmail.com, and I'll make sure you get that link. And we'll see everybody next Tuesday.
Thanks,
Sounds like a
guys.
plan.
Bye.
Bye.